Are you for real? Nelly Gray. Inky's found a friend. We've got a gap. A gap, children, a gap. And my men have disappeared into the workshop. Have a look, see. Oh, inch precision, centimetre even. We're going to attempt to put panels in. We have hook lifters, like panel lifters. We're going to attach chains onto them and try to lift them up.
She's pulling out with all her might. I don't know if I can bear it now, but I'm not going to move away from there. No, I'm not going anywhere. She's got that thing that I love.
So we've got to a point where we're putting lids on. I know it's not a big thing, it's probably one of the simplest jobs. You literally just pick them up with a sling and shove them on. Well, for me it's dead exciting because I won't need to jump over those bloody holes anymore. Chase my cat. Yeah. Look at that, we match. This could be interesting. Whoa, I'll change them.
These hazy eyes, she's taking me to a paradise, but I know that there's chaos in her mind. No, I'm not going anywhere. She's got that thing that I love. She might be from above. I won't back down, can you see? She's got that thing that I love. She's pulling my strings now, can't you see? Yeah, she's pulling my strings now, can't you see?
Look who's here again! It's Cousin Dale! What are you doing?
More up.
More?
Yeah, well, I'm just
Before was it?
been to a
So, it's night time again. Mellow. See what I did there? See what I did there? Joke. Blocks are here, they've been delivered. Isn't it funny how around this corner here, there's no lights, it's so late. That's what happens when you're building all day and farming all night. Just here, right where you can see, there has been The Shlattts concrete channels, well, concrete channels were first, weren't they? Then there was all the slats when the concrete channels got put in, and now the slats have gone in, and we're going to put blocks there. I'll tell you what, that thing from JT Atkinson's must be a hell of a lift to be able to grip them like that. That's crazy. Like, I don't know how heavy they'll be, but they won't be light, will they? Just Bobcat life. Like, I forgot before that the Bobcat didn't have a sensor that tells you when you're not allowed to lift something because it's so heavy, and it just tips over. And I tried to lift a ridiculous amount of silage because I was trying to do it faster. So I tried to carry double, which was probably silly because it just went, but yeah, like, I didn't have a video or anything of it, but that would have been quite hilarious. So I am just gonna put some creep in the lamb's creep feeder. Put this in, which is, if anyone was interested at all, that is Appleby Flake. It's like a car's own blend. I'll hoy 2 of them in, 2 barley. Did you know, I learned something the other day from Tom Barker. He says that you can give lambs unrolled, uncrushed barley. I did not know that. Didn't know that at all. I don't know the benefits of doing it, or if you take away some of the, you know, feed value if you do it. Someone will let me know. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. I never knew that. So Roy's going to go ahead of me in the tractor and give the sheep a little bit in the hay rack.
She tears me down with her love, alright. I don't know if I can bear it now. And she always
Is it shit? I don't know why I'm telling you this while we're soaking wet. I should tell you inside when I'm nice and warm and just put my phone away and help Roy. Yeah, she needs a must. Third cut bales after silage. Roy wanted the grass off the field. It was very wet. Now, if they were going to eat it straight away, fair enough. They are not going to eat it straight away, so it's a no go. Literally giving these boots hell today. Sorry, Siobhan. So I'm just lighting the boiler quickly because we had totally forgotten. And if I don't do this, we won't have any hot water, I believe it or not. So it might look all idyllic from the outside, and oh, look at them living life. But seriously, it is literally like kill it, cook it, eat it, if you know what I mean. You chop the wood, you fill the boiler, you then get hot water. It is just a bit of a bind. We've not found it quite as romantic as what it sounded initially, getting biomass, especially not log-powered biomass. We had it in our head when we first got the boiler that it was, oh yeah, we're going to forage it from the land, you know, all our own wood, 20% lopping and topping, all of that jazz. It's not quite as perfect as what we thought it was going to be. Yeah, it works in you know, essentially it does work, but yeah, it is a bit of a bind, to be fair. I forgot to tell you my story about these boots yesterday. Morning! It's the day after, the morning after, the night before. It's like mid-morning. I'm just trying to get some boots on. Hold on. someone called me a fake farmer on someone else's comments yesterday. So I thought I'd put some makeup on and reinforce that message that I don't do anything. I love it. I wish. Please come with me while I don't do any work and don't go onto the building site and don't put lids and drainage in. The weather is not bad today, to be perfectly honest. So my story about my boots. Can you see them? Yesterday I was stood in the concrete channels putting mastic in, even though it was wet and it wasn't sticking very well. And do you know what? My toes all of a sudden went freezing cold. No joke. Like cold enough that I actually considered coming inside. Oh, I've got a horn! It's got a horn! The dog's got a horn. Got to get excited with him. But yeah, my toes went really, really cold. And I said to Roy, God, they're hurting. Like, they were really, really sore. And he said, go and put some boots on. And I'm like, I don't have any boots that I keep my boots for best. You know, like if I go to an open evening or, you know, Rickaby's sale that I went to, or whatever it was, Rickaby's open evening, something like that, I would keep boots for. So I went inside and I got my V12s, which were perfect and clean and had only been worn for a meal out and a couple of walkabouts, and I wore them on a building site. Yes, don't look at me like that. Oh my God, like, there was no more cold toes, not even joking. Like, they're waterproof. I've just never considered. I've always seen the lads wear boots a lot. Like, all the lads that are leading slurrians, they do wear boots a lot, don't they? But I've never considered it myself, ever. But yeah, do you know what? I've put them on again today in hopes to save my toes from chilblains and dropping off. Does anyone else have a terrier that does that when you're trying to make a video? There is an array of Ridgeline goodies for anybody who is interested. They even sell swimming pools. Look at this bad boy. Wow. How does that work? They're not going to argue with that, are they? Wow. So Wynn's kennel has actually blown down, physically gone. I can show you when I get home. So we're kind of looking for an alternative. I've just had a look at a wooden one over there. I might get on Facebook Marketplace though, because they're quite expensive, like rightfully so, but like they're not, it's only the same as what we've got and they're easy just to fall over. Aha, I found the dog kennels. You'd need like an inside house, wouldn't he, obviously, to go in his dog kennel. But I think two of these next to each other, one for Wynn, one for Nellie Gray. But he's waiting for me. He's about to drive off and leave me. So the animals yesterday got 100% neglected. They were literally fed, watered, the bare minimum because we were busy. So while Dean's doing drainage, which is something we can't help with, we're mucking everything out so they're done. Yeah, it's just trying to try and you know, fit everything in it. New hat today. Out of all my hats that I have, and I'm shouting because Roy's right next to me with a bob cap, this is my favourite fitting hat. Drew's farming life. Drew. Yeah, him. Best fitting hat I have. It is comfy, it's well, it goes to your head, it doesn't go over your eyes, it isn't like runched up at the back. Like honestly, out of all the hats, it's from Beachfield which is actually, do you know what? A lot of them are from Beachfield, but this one's a different one. So whatever hats he chose, the boy knows. The boy knows. Doing dogs, like... I'm not going to drive down there. To be fair, we'll just take the ML, it'll go over the top. So, for reference, this is what happened to Wynn's kennel the other night. We now have no roof. Roof's on the floor here. So poor Winnie Hoof is inside there, the milk room we call it. It was the old bulk tank room. And there, thank God he wasn't in the kennel when it did that. Can you imagine how scared he'd be? So what we're trying to do is, Roy is taking excess soil out that side of the shed and tipping it over there. We need to get some sand in, and we're gonna run a drain all the way down that side of the shed, and at the same time we're gonna run a duct down to be able to take electrical cable and such like, because in the end we intend to have a separator below that bottom corner here. So just to avoid cables being trailed everywhere, we're going to put a duct right along underneath the shed, so underneath essentially the feed passage bit, and so that we can run things, cables and such like along. I need to go under here and go over the sealant again. I knew that I'd have to go under them again, but yeah. I just noticed when Roy was driving around with some full loads of muck, and then again yesterday when he was lifting concrete panels and putting them into place with the Bobcat, this front tyre was seriously lacking, and it was on 12. Oh my God. It has been many a year since I have gone looking for a skateboard. Many a year. Bear with me. Huh? Be sensible. Right, stop it. Be sensible. Be sensible. Hello. Right. Okay. My joints are very sealed here. I may go backwards. I need to do an ollie. Okay. I'm running out of mastic and I've been out twice already to get more. So I'm just gonna ring Roy and see if he'll poke me some down the hole. Hello? Yeah. Where? It's so far. True story though. We'll just have a chill here for a minute. True story. When we were building the garage, there was, for when it flooded, the hole underneath of the garage is a lot. It's probably about the size of the big channels, not these ones. And it's hollow underneath. It's just like a void, so that it's to do with water displacement, which is, it's kind of funny when I see people talking about dredging rivers and stuff and whatnot. They clearly haven't dealt with the Environment Agency on such a level like we have. To build a co-op shop that we did from the site of the garage, the amount of water that the garage held as a square foot or per cube or whatever the hell it was, we had to prove that we were displacing that amount of water. Sorry, my arm's actually hurting right now. We had to prove we weren't displacing that amount of water by building a new structure on the site. So the hole underneath of the shop is a void. I'll take you and show you actually, just for pure interest. Those who are local will know exactly what I'm talking about. There's like these little arches all the way around, and if you look under, there's nothing in whatsoever, and that's for the flooding. But when the shop was built, the underneath was a mess. Like there was Coke cans and bits of plastic and shite everywhere. And we got told by the building company that nobody could go under there to tidy up because nobody had their working in confined spaces ticket. Yeah. And you wonder why farmers get on, not on. Like, a ticket. I need a ticket for this. Come at me. I dare you. Ticket. Oh my God. Wet. A lot of them. So this, what Dean's uncovering here, is the red pipe. So this runs all the way across from the electricity shed. No pressure, Dean, just videoing you not swashing the pipe. So that red pipe here is this, and it's the proper deal. It was fairly expensive, to be perfectly honest with you. But it's kind of what's needed with the 3-phase, so it's already thread all the way across. So there's like a drawstring sticking out the other side of it, ready for us just to pull an electric supply. So we are going to be lifting these 3 concrete panels out, and they are going to live here. Obviously, safety first. I'm joking. Seriously though, safety first. That's not gone in quite as much as we want to, so I'll just go and get the what are them things called? Mole grips. Why are they called that? Like, why are mole grips called mole grips? Does anyone want to enlighten me on this? Some kind of builder will be able to tell me. Anywho, pull that down a little bit more. They need to come out. They need to go in there. Well done. Oh, did this pipe survive?
That's come out.
Yeah, but did the pipe survive? Oh, what happened?
The water just broke it.
Oh, there's the pipe, look. Did you put 2 in? Lovely. True story, I once had an argument with a fella who was putting a wall for us. Henry, he's dead now, bless him. He was a really, really nice man. Anyway, he was a Geordie. He was from Newcastle. And he used to call this scotch. And he said that I could never say it right. Dean has just validated me 4 years later and said it is actually called a Scotch hammer, not a scotch, like he was saying. Henry insisted that it was called a scotch, and I'm really annoyed that he's not even alive and I can't ring him to tell him how right I was.
What do you call it?
He called it a scotch.
Scooch.
A scotch. I think it was maybe just his accent though. So I have a new water feature. Obviously that is an electric duct. There's nothing in it at all. It's empty with a piece of string in it, but it's definitely getting water from somewhere.
Oh, you need to go.
Look at that, it's like Christmas. I have just been to Rafts again, just because we needed the pipe ASAP and they couldn't deliver it till tomorrow, which is absolutely fine because we just sprung it on them like crazy panthers, the pipe wanting panthers. So yeah, I'm just going to hoy this along the shed. I got Dean a new knife and I also got Voy a new knife when I was there, just because Roy is always forgetting his knives. And Dean's knife was rubbish yesterday when we were working, so I've got him a new one. Dean would like me to say in a video, it was not him that got the Merlot stuck yesterday. It was, in fact, Roy. I was going to take the blame, but do you know what? I take the blame for enough. Dean is off the hook. It wasn't him. He got it out of the hole. He didn't put it in the hole. Right, boys and girls, I am going to love you and leave you. I am currently making some tea. The children are starving and they have definitely let me know that they have not been fed yet. And then we will head outside and just feed some of the sheds here that need feeding. And then I think we'll call it a night and come in. So you have had a full day of shenanigans from me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Remember the Ridgeline discount code Charlotte15. If you want some money off, you might as well use it than pay full price. And yeah, thanks for watching. Love you long time, and I'll see you next time.